what I would like to just say briefly is the importance of partnerships. I got a guy sitting over there, Mike Sanders. He was a partner in business with me. He offset my weak spots. We worked together as a team. We accomplished quite a bit together. I've got a wife here, Sheila. We've worked together over the years, and she basically, she's the only reason I have any friends, I think. But the point is, we work as a partnership, and I see that in Christine and Matt. You guys have a wonderful compatibility. And I see big things happening, and I just would like to say, I see it, I feel it, I bet on it, and I wish you all the luck in the world, and I think it's going to happen. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ted and Sheila. And
Okay, thank you all. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Ted. Sheila, you guys are awesome. Oh, the bridal party, the girls, you guys rock. Thank you. The guys are awesome too, but I had the pleasure of spending the morning with the girls, and they rock. I would like to call up here Val and Audrey, please, because you guys have been a great part in Matthew's life, and I want to make him part of this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and I just prepared a little something for Matthew, because I know you enjoy it. And Dad over here is dying of nerves, but that's okay.
They're next.
Dear Matt, as you begin this new journey in your life, all I can think of is that Thanksgiving weekend you came home to us. I remember thanking God for all the blessings in our lives, but that weekend, especially, the opportunity to care for you, to guide you, and to love you unconditionally. I remember all the challenges you and us overcame. I remember everyone, always the part of life, you were always the life of the party. Your football meetings at our house, your friends playing with our little toilet, the bidet. And getting soaking wet and being embarrassed to join the meeting again. I guess curiosity killed the cat. I remember us teaching you how to drive, although you knew better than us. We can tell you enough how proud you've made us all with how proud you made us with all your accomplishments. God has blessed us with you. You've been blessed with a big heart, great brain, unbelievably good looks, and an amazing, amazing personality. To watch you grow, plan, and execute has been a tremendous privilege. And we look forward to this new phase of your life and can't wait for the many celebrations from here on. From the time we met Christine, we knew she was the one. The way you looked into her eyes for answers and assertiveness. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Am I saying it right? And assertiveness. That night, while playing Heads Up, I was looking at you guys. It was amazing. I knew she was the one. You two are one. And now, today, I know in my heart that you will take your grandfathers and our teachings, and as well as your life experience thus far, and apply it in full to your marriage. I know you will be a great husband to your beautiful wife, Christine. Son, thank you for being you. We love you to the moon and back. Please raise your glasses, and let's toast to this beautiful couple. We love you. Cheers.
thank you, Carla and Carlos.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah. I'm one of Christine's best friends and her co-maid of honor. I want to start tonight by saying thank you to Ted and Sheila for having us all here and giving Christine the fairy tale wedding she's always dreamed of. I also want to start by saying thank you to Matt for introducing me to Christine. The first time I met Matt was in college when I unofficially moved into the boys' house and became the roommate that Matt always wanted. I remember one night we were sitting at the ale house, me, Vinny, and Matt was telling us why is it so hard to find a girl that's pretty, fun, down to earth, and someone that I can hang out with all day without wanting to have them leave at the end of the day. Fast forward about a year to a day at Cocoa Beach, and Matt finally met that girl. While I wasn't there for the first time they met, the story is definitely one for the books, and if you ask me, it was fate. Two people from towns about an hour apart, meeting at a beach, hanging out, and hitting it off so much so that they wanted to continue speaking and hanging out after that day. While it's no lie that Matt and Christine might have experienced love at first sight, me and Christine might not have. Matt and Christine spent most of the time when they first started hanging out, going out every night downtown, having fun, while I wanted Vinny to take me to dinner and then home to watch a movie. It's safe to say she thought I was boring and I thought she was a party girl. Somewhere along the way, Christine became a little bit more boring, I became a little bit more fun, and we became inseparable. Our weekends consisted of Friday night family dinners to the family over here, followed by a few drinks out, which usually turned into a lot of drinks out, Saturday mornings on the football field with mimosas watching the boys play, and Sundays on the couch recovering it from it all. Safe to say we didn't want to change that routine for anything. However, when me and Vinny decided to move to New York, the routine had to change. I've always said that if you have a friend, that distance doesn't change a thing, you have a true friend. And when I moved to New York, not a thing changed between me and Christine. We spoke every day, we FaceTimed every weekend, and I went home basically every other month to hang out with all of them. After about 6 months of being in New York, I get a suspicious text from Matt. Does Christine prefer gold or silver jewelry? I said, why? What are you buying her? Oh, I think I'm gonna buy her a necklace. I said, I'm not that gullible. I found out that he was ring shopping. When he told me that his plan to propose was on a trip that they had planned to the Dominican Republic with a few of our friends, me and Vinny knew that we couldn't miss this trip and booked a last-minute flight to the Dominican Republic. On the day that he proposed, I think I might have been just as nervous and excited as him. And basically, obviously we're all here today, she said yes. The rest of that day was a blur. We celebrated, lots of drinks, and that was it. I've been lucky enough to watch Matt and Christine's love grow into what it is today. I've been able to witness their journey to marriage, and I'm lucky enough that I can continue witnessing their lives as husband and wife. You guys truly are each other's soulmates, and I'm so happy that you found each other. I wish you nothing but the best as husband and wife. And Christine, I would tell Matt that if he doesn't treat you right, I'd beat him up, but I know you'd do that way before I'd ever have the chance to. So if we could all raise our glasses to Matt and Christine and a life full of happiness and love.
Good evening, everyone. I want to start off the night by thanking the Williams for all their hard work and dedication in making this magical day come to life for Matt and Christine. For those of you that don't know me, I went to high school with Christine. However, we ultimately became inseparable in college. We started having our weekly Thursday girls' night, which mostly entailed us hanging out on Christine's couch and exploring her taste buds. It wasn't long until I heard about Prince Charming that I got to meet him. He had come to Melbourne, and we went on a sushi date. And we love sushi. That's where I'm going. So because Matt had never experienced sushi before, he told Christine, pick out whatever you think. So we decided to pick out the best sushi platter that they had. Needless to say, I think his first bite of sushi was his last. I thought he was a keeper, though. Between the giggling and gagging at dinner, I have to say that through their relationship, I gained another friend. These two are inseparable, and they are so devoted to one another, and I just love them. I have so much fun with them, and let me tell you how many times I was a third wheel. It was never an awkward moment. They make me feel at home. And I love being at their home. And I love watching Christine yell at the dogs in her New York accent. And I love watching Matt yell at the TV in his Philly accent. I wouldn't trade these two for the world. They are beautiful together. They lift each other up, and they are so strong. And I mean, did you see that dance? Like, it was incredible. I'm jealous. But all in all, I love you too. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. And I love you guys. So cheers to the Morocks.
Thank you, ladies. And let's welcome our best man, Brett.
I mean, okay, so I'm just gonna be honest here. Like half this party knows that I'm like crazy nervous right now. So this is yeah. I got you. Yeah, but for anybody that doesn't know me, my name's Brett. I've known Matt for better part of 9 years now. We've fraternity brothers, best friends, workout partners, roommates. You know, we've done it all. So that's why I got to stick to this trip. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Someone's got to be filming. Yeah, he's filming this. Yeah. I remember we met the first week of college. It was in the Kappa Sig house. I was hanging out, and I think in this kid's room over here. Yeah, over here. And down the hall, I hear a shout. Let's take some shots. And all of a sudden, busting through the door is Fresh Fade Philly. Just yeah. But that's what we used to call it, Philly. We called him Philly all through college, and comes through. And I remember like it was a typical guy encounter. We looked at each other, sized each other up, just kind of did the okay. You're a freshman, I'm a freshman. All right. We like went and had a drink, had a smoke, and they were like, all right, I think we're best friends. All right, cool. So I was like, all right, cool. So the rest of the next 4 years were insane. I don't even really want to. I had a lot of stories that I wrote down and then erased, and then like wrote down and erased, and then I was like, okay, maybe I should not talk about any of these. And so I'll just skip ahead, like to when we moved out. There was I remember like we had, of course, everyone graduate or hopefully graduates at some point. We fortunately did, and we were forced to find a new place to live. And of course, me and Matt were just, we're looking around like, hey, you want to live? Yeah, let's find a place. We find this cool little spot called Lucerne Towers. If anybody's from Orlando and knows Lucerne Towers, it's a hell of a place. Hell of a place. It smells like dirty nickels. It's I think it was it's like I wrote this in my speech. It's like half Tower of Terror, half One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's kind of like, you see the tape stripped off the walls where the padding used to be. You're rolling the dice every single time you take the elevator. So so we were living there, and I remember when we were moving in, I was lucky. I was in a long-term relationship with this one right here. So, and I was kind of like, all right. So this is kind of a lateral move. I'm in downtown, But Matt was single, and I was I was feeling bad for him. I was like, yo, this is going to be a tough place to take anybody back. Yeah, this is like, you know, I don't know how you're gonna pull this, but yeah. But hey, he's got a way with words. A man, he's smooth. He has a trip over to Coco and Christine. I met Christine, and yeah, and I just remember. I thank you for putting up with that. And it was like 8 to 10 months of just absolute hell. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hell. And then eventually you were like, all right, Matt, let's get a house. I think we just need to, yeah. So you went and got a house, and I'm kind of losing my spot right here. I don't. Yeah, I'm trying. What? Get this on film. Get this on film. Yeah, it's. Yeah, the part. Yeah, the part of the story that I want to skip to is the same thing that Sarah talked about, which is you took Christine home, and I remember when you came back, you told me, I'm gonna marry this girl, and I, of course, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. All right, yeah. You had a fun weekend, I'm sure, yeah. But hey, but sure enough, a year later, you dropped to the knee in front of all of our friends, all of our best friends in Dominican Republic, and she said yes, and I'm yeah. I don't know why. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But I sometimes I think like love is a smack in the face, and I think that that's really what it is. Sometimes you don't see it coming, and I'm proud that Christine found you, and I'm glad you weren't an idiot and you didn't run away. And yeah, man, I wish you guys the best marriage and a lifetime of happiness. So, cheers. And so I know I bombed. I was the worst of the three. Okay. So but I'm gonna have to hand it off to my boy because Josh Levin's gonna drop the mic here. He's the man. So
Don't drop the mic.
I will definitely not drop the mic. No, man. Thank you guys so much for putting this together, everybody. You guys, this is like amazing. I've never been in a place like this before. I know technically I'm not a best man, but you are my best friend. Like, you know, there's not many people that I have kept in touch with. It's, you know, when stuff was hard and, you know, I had nowhere to go, you guys took me in, and that probably like saved basically my life. You know, shit was rough. Stuff was rough. I didn't really know Christine until, you know, I didn't get to meet her too much after, you know, I left and whatnot, and that was pretty rough on me. But I knew as soon as you asked me, you were like, oh man, you gotta meet her. Yeah, you gotta meet her. And you finally came up. I believe it was Christmas, or was it Thanksgiving? Yeah, it was Christmas. It was all such a blur. I mean, I was like so nervous because, you know, you never really, you know, we've known each other for so long. Like, you know, when you say something like that, like I'm like, oh my God, it's got to be the right one. I'm so proud of you, man. Like, from where, you know, you've come from to where you are now. It's I'm so happy to be your friend. You know, family. You're my brother. You know, forever, man. I don't really have much else to say. I don't really get to write anything. But
On that note, one last time, I want to invite every single one of you to raise your glasses high in the air. Raise them as high as you possibly can go. And let's all toast to a lifetime of love, health, and happiness to Christine and Matthew.